Stupid mistakes, horrific train collisions, and safety warnings when traveling on railroads all are featured in Eagle Z. Let yourself dive into these thrilling moments and don't blink if you don't want to miss a thing. My heart was pounding. A girl narrowly avoided being hit by a Metra Express train as she ran across the tracks. This was a reckless and dangerous action. Crossing the tracks when a train is approaching is absolutely not allowed. Whew. When you're trying to spot a train, and the train ends up spotting you. That observer must have been protected by the grace of God to escape death by a hair's breadth. Never stand too close to the tracks, please. A freight train has crashed into a car parked on the tracks. Luckily, the driver was not inside the vehicle. The driver can say goodbye to their insurance and face a penalty for parking illegally. A staged collision in Sosnowiec, Poland, when a train engine crashed into a bus with immense force, pushing it forward in front of many witnesses. A powerful reminder of why railway safety is so important. He is really lucky to be alive. When the freight train was running at high speed, it ran over that motorcycle, smashing it into pieces. Always be cautious around railroad tracks. This is the Peak District, where they're filming the train crash scene for MI7. It's an intense scene with a steam train plunging into a deep, rocky ravine. We were lucky enough to capture that shot.
Oh my God!
A serious safety violation occurred in Baku when cars ignored railroad warnings and crossed the tracks in front of an oil train. Such reckless behavior could lead to a disastrous accident. The old train cars in Dua cannot operate online, and when their lifespan ends, they could roll off the tracks and fall onto old metal plates, which were once the shells of grain transport cars. A Ukrainian train was forced to brake suddenly after unexpectedly spotting a Russian train crossing the tracks near Melitopol, despite the warning signals. A collision was narrowly avoided. The incident occurred when train number 46,521 passed through the corn siding without checking the safety barriers. even though the firefighter and the guard had arrived at the signal box and were authorized to pass the signal at a hazardous location. The derailment could have been caused by the wheel climbing onto the track. Debris or trash on the track may have lifted the wheel flange, causing it to run over the track. Keep the track clean. It's your own safety. It seems that a train in Hungary collided with something on the tracks, causing it to derail unexpectedly. The locomotive became separated from the carriages and rolled forward. That's terrible. The truck driver failed to observe when crossing the railroad tracks, causing a horrific collision with the train. The train operator jumped out at the last second. This is why you should never take risks at railroad crossings. What could go wrong when trying to unload 100 tons of steel with 3 forklifts? Clearly, the weight exceeds the capacity of the forklifts. I guess someone doesn't want to pay for a crane rental to unload the steel. The costly collision between a freight train and a truck hauling cars likely occurred because the rear end of the vehicle was too heavy and got stuck on the tracks, unable to clear in time before the train arrived. The entire train has been shaking continuously on the tracks, possibly due to damage to the engine and wheels, which could have led to the accident. A thorough inspection and maintenance are required before departure. The car narrowly escaped disaster when it tried to cross the tracks as a train was approaching in Mosier. Next time, it might not be so lucky. The crazy man in Troy, Montana, nearly got himself and his dog hit by a train. He couldn't wait just 1 minute for the train to pass. It's such a blatant disregard for safety.
Se o trem aparecer, a gente morre, tá ligado, né? Nossa, ele aí!
Both of them were very reckless. They were truly lucky because if the tunnel had been any longer, they wouldn't have had enough time to get back to the entrance before the train arrived.
Go, go, go.
This is why drivers must know the weight of their cargo. Because a Caterpillar tractor with a high center of gravity on its tracks couldn't move off the rails in time, resulting in it being completely destroyed by the train.
And we got motherfucking D-house. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my fucking God!
The brakes were engaged, and the engineer could do nothing more. It's fortunate for him that he survived and managed to stop the train, avoiding a powerful disaster involving a VIA rail train and a CP rail freight train. The train traveling through the narrow streets of Hanoi poses many safety risks, creating the potential for collisions as it passes through. It requires strict management to ensure the safety of both residents and tourists. It seems that people don't pay attention to safety regulations, getting too close to the tracks to take photos or videos, and the strong vibrations can easily lead to accidents. There needs to be fencing and signs, along with strict monitoring.
Is everybody alive?
Have you ever seen the aftermath of a train colliding with a car? In the Czech Republic, they are staging a real-life accident to teach a powerful lesson about railway safety. God was watching over him, a miraculous escape from death. He was really scared. Always look both ways, even when the signal isn't working. He should be punished severely. It's a 3-car Trinity Railway Express train, not a 100-car grain transport train. Be patient and wait for 15 seconds. Tulum County witnessed a frightening sight. A train derailed. The tracks were blocked and the vehicles were damaged, but fortunately, everyone was unharmed. Why didn't he see the train behind him or hear the warning bell? He must have been wearing headphones or just not paying attention. He's probably in shock, but luckily he wasn't injured after the collision. This is a type of compact vessel used to transport people or goods in remote and hard-to-reach mountain forests. However, these vehicles are prone to malfunctions that can lead to serious accidents for both the vessel and its passengers. Testing the performance of the snowblower on the Malmbanan route is crucial for maintaining railway operations during the harsh winter months. Ensuring reduced risk of slipping and increased operational efficiency is key. It's possible that the operator didn't anticipate the switch not being held securely, causing it to flip back due to the vibration of the train, which led to the tracks changing direction and causing a derailment. Even if moving slowly, it still turned into a complete mess.
That one truck picked the rails, all it took.
That's scary.
Woo!
My heart is beating.
I thought it only existed in movies when I saw the subway line being built inside an apartment building in China. How were they able to build such a project?
Holy shit.
A freight train derailing with a piercing screech, its wheels twisting on the tracks, could affect the other cars and potentially cause the entire train to overturn. There are so many lights and electrical devices on the train. It looks really beautiful with all the colors. I hope everything is properly insulated and grounded to prevent electric shocks or fires. I live near a railway track where they still run some steam engines. At night, the engines shoot out sparks and hot ash falls in front of them. It's quite a sight to see. Luckily, the train isn't going too fast. But keep in mind the trains have limited braking power at that speed. Never fail to keep an eye out when near railroad tracks. Snow can become compacted too tightly, exceeding the pulling capacity of the locomotive. And they will need a rotary snowplow to clear the area. This could damage the engine of the locomotive. Track inspection helps with maintenance by detecting and repairing issues early, minimizing accidents, and ensuring the safety of trains during operations. A typical case of train brake failure occurs when the brake pads become too hot, losing friction and causing sparks. It is essential to maintain the tracks to ensure safety and efficiency for train operations. A controlled collision test demonstrates the importance of railway safety. The vehicle sustained significant damage, highlighting the dangers of railway crossing negligence. I'm sure someone will get fired for leaving the excavator carelessly right on the railroad tracks. It's definitely going to cost a lot to repair it.
Okay.
That was so dangerous. She had just stepped off the Ermelo railway track when the train sped past, missing her back by only about 8 inches. She deserves a severe penalty for violating the rules. The trailer of the pickup truck was pushed far away when the train came rushing in. Don't try to cross the tracks when a train is approaching. You have no idea how terrifying it can be. The intense showdown between the two trains NS 591 and 21J in Pennsylvania posed a serious risk of collision and derailment as they raced at high speeds, threatening the safety of the railroad traffic. That was close. The man nearly got hit by the train while trying to cross the tracks. Thank God he made it out in the nick of time. Please don't take such foolish risks. A subway train in London experienced a brake failure, leading to the release of brake dust. Construction workers responded quickly, breaking the train's windows to evacuate the passengers. The subway system in Madrid was shut down due to torrential rain flooding across Spain. Clearly, the subway system needs improved flood mitigation measures. The safety system of the freight train prevented a disastrous derailment after a collision with a truck on the Faraca Bridge. The truck driver was very scared, but fortunately, he was safe.
Oh!
This monorail system showcases Japan's advanced transportation technology. Moving above the ground helps save space and contributes to solving traffic congestion, reducing road accidents. They should face a heavy fine and have their driver's license revoked. The train operator had to brake hard to prevent a disaster when the truck had no intention of stopping. Dismantling old diesel-powered trains is a necessary step to remove outdated carriages that no longer meet safety standards, in order to ensure smooth and safe operations on the railway line. I guess the alligator must have known it wasn't going to win this round, but the train stopped to make sure it was safe. Someone, take it back to the swamp.
Well, like catching them swans then.
I can't believe a duck could paralyze a train in London for 2 hours. The solution was really complicated. That's a standard procedure for removing derailed train cars. Notice how the excavator operator is strategically positioning the boom to avoid any further damage to the track. The collision with the moving train and the derailment of the train was a close call. But fortunately, the passengers managed to stay out of harm's way when the impact occurred. The train derailed due to a misalignment of the tracks and excessive speed. This incident could lead to accidents involving other vehicles. It highlights the importance of regular track maintenance. The wear on the steam locomotive's wheel axles is evident, with a chilling screech every time it rolls from the Wolsten steam depot to Podo, making each journey a perilous challenge. Here is the hydraulic pressure. When the water rises due to a storm beyond the capacity of the drainage system, the cause of the incident with the undercarriage could be due to the yard manager mistaking a heavy freight car for an empty one, sending the car under a bridge without checking the clearance. The excessive weight collided with the low clearance bridge. Holy moly, these guys are lucky to be alive. Never try to beat a train, folks.
776.
The derailment incident in Brazil is a serious event, highlighting the potential risks when the railway system is not thoroughly inspected, posing a danger to passengers and affecting transportation.
Tombou foi tudo, mano. Puta que pariu, mano.
What do you think will happen to a railway that is temporary and in such poor condition? The lack of safety on the tracks will threaten the lives of those on the train if it derails. I've witnessed many ships in my life, but the Belgrano barn, passing by Pino de San Lorenzo. That was the sight to behold, a rare hustle and bustle in modern life. The driver apparently misjudged the distance and pulled out in front of the oncoming train. The train couldn't stop in time and collided with the vehicle. This led to the crash. With the support of the passengers and precise control, the train successfully turned on the turntable at Trout Brook, ready for its journey back to Sheepscott. Yes, we did it. The closer the train gets, the harder my heart beats. Congratulations, he was able to get out safely after helping the man off the subway tracks in NYC. God bless both of them. With a speed of 155 kilometers per hour, the fastest train in India is an incredible force. If you're nearby and deliberately try to cross the tracks as the train approaches. The video has paused, but the conversation is just beginning. Leave your thoughts below, hit like, and subscribe to see more